What are the top housing and financial planning trends impacting your business? Find out this and more with TrendSpotter, brought to you by CMPS Institute.
Hi there, my name is Gibran Nicholas. Welcome to another edition of TrendSpotter. Today I'd like to talk to you about the Federal Reserve, because there's a lot of speculation in the market today that the Fed will start increasing rates starting in September. And so I wanted to cover the two main issues that the Fed looks at when they're looking at increasing rates. The first is the rate of employment in our country. As you can see from the chart on your screen, the number of people filing for unemployment benefits is currently at 40-year lows. This means that the employment scenario in our country is actually very strong right now. So the Fed wants to encourage maximum employment without driving up inflation too high. The Fed's inflation target is around 2%, and that's the second thing that they look at is what is the rate of inflation. And if it's anywhere below 2%, chances are the Fed's going to try to take things a little bit slowly in terms of putting the brakes on the economy. Once the inflation rate increases above 2%, then the Fed might take things a little bit more aggressively, and here's why. A little bit of inflation in the economy is good because otherwise we are at risk of deflation. You see, when we have deflation in the economy, it means that prices of goods and services are going down. So if you are in the market to buy a car, for example, and the price of the car is going to be lower in 6 months than it is today, chances are you're going to put off that purchase for another 6 months or so until the price goes down. So if you're deferring your purchase on the car, multiply that by 300 and some million Americans who are deferring their purchases on automobiles and other types of goods and services, and quickly you'll have an economy that's spiraling downward very, very fast. And so that's the risk of deflation in the economy. And so the Fed wants to make sure that before they start putting the brakes on the economy, the rate of inflation goes up to around 2% or so that we get out of the danger zone and we're no longer at risk of deflation. Because the last thing the Fed wants to do is cause the economy to even spiral further down than what it did during the Great Recession. And so when it comes down to the Fed, two things we should be concerned with. Number one, what is the job scenario looking like? Number two, what is the rate of inflation looking like? If the rate of inflation is still below 2%, then expect the Fed to take things slowly. If the rate of inflation breaks above 2%, then you can expect the Fed to be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to changing interest rates. Now, when you're talking to clients and referral partners about the Fed and sharing with them your knowledge and how you could help them with their mortgage, it's important to keep things simple. And so one of the things that we give to you as part of your CMPS membership is this newsletter called Economic TrendSpotter. And we send that out once a month. There's a version that goes out to referral partners and a version that goes out to consumers. And it really focuses on simplifying complex concepts in the market. And so we share with them things like what we're talking about here with regard to the Fed and what's going to drive the Fed's decisions. And we also focus on, keeping it simple. Here's what it means to you. Here are 3 ways that the Fed rate hikes will impact you as a consumer. And so we give them the synopsis there. And of course, it's got your contact info there along with your NMLS number and all of your compliance related information, which you can customize. And so one of the benefits of joining CMPS is certainly the newsletters that we can send out like this on your behalf. For more information about CMPS, please visit cmpsinstitute.org/simplify. Thanks, and I look forward to chatting with you again next week.
Oh my gosh.
This is Mortgage News Network.